168 teams set out on January 2nd across the desert of Saudi Arabia. 3,600 miles raced so far across 10 stages. We're winding down the clock. It is time for the Chasing Waypoints 2022 Dakar Rally Stage 11 Shakedown. And we are excited. What is going on, guys? How was that for a dramatic intro? All right, we're working on it. Like I said, I'm just doing this till Discovery Channel calls. So anyway, all right, let's get right to it. Let's talk a little bit about what is going down. So let's see here. So I was just checking out. I'm like, man, how far are these guys traveled already? And, well, let's take a look at the numbers because we're getting close to the stage start. Let's jump on the Dakar app really quick. I'll tell you guys exactly how long until the start of the stage. 28 minutes and 42 seconds. I did see a video of Mason Klein, actually from his dad, Larry. He was broadcasting live from the stage start of the, I shouldn't say stage start. I should say the liaison start. Cold morning, early morning. Could see the look in Mason's face, and not as bad as I thought it would be after so many miles of racing. So speaking of miles of racing, let's get right into the numbers because these guys are getting started. I want to jump back onto tracking and do all of that and get this episode up in the air for you guys. So all right, tale of the 2022 Dakar. So let's get right into it. We're going to do this in miles just to make it a little bit easier for everybody to do the conversions. I guess we could do kilometers. I spent some time making an Excel spreadsheet using some of those skills, skills I never thought I would use since college. But, here we are now doing the Dakar coverage. So here we go. All right. We are not going to be counting the prologue because the prologue does not count towards the total stage time. So let's take a look here from stage 1 all the way down to stage 10. The teams have already covered 6,609 kilometers total. That is a grand total of 4,408 miles ridden on the motorcycles. And of those 4,408 miles, we have had exactly 2,232 miles of full-on race. So definitely covering some ground. And again, we've seen the pace. We've seen the how competitors have been doing. The stages have been fast. Some of them have been tricky. The navigation has been exceptionally difficult, especially with some of the multiple notes in one box. So it has been a very interesting Dakar. We've had some losses in the field. Some people have had to go home early. Some people have not completed stages. It is part of what is the Dakar, but I think everybody is just using that more as motivation and making things happen. So 2,232 miles raced so far. And then on the commuting side of it, the liaison, 1,865 miles total coverage. So how does that compare to this total rally? Let's talk about that. So we're going to have a total of 12 stages to cover. In that 12 stages, they're going to travel 7,790 kilometers, or for those playing the home game, it is going to be 4,829 miles total. And then we are going to be doing 2,548 miles of racing for this event. And then that's not including the 12-mile prologue special. Then we're going to jump, and they're going to cover 2,281.6 miles of total liaison. So we are winding down the clock. Literally, the teams have 316 miles to figure this out. So let's talk a little bit about that. Now comes the strategy, right? Now we're getting to the end. You've got that swing set going full effect. You've got, and for those playing the home game. So, as I mentioned early on in the episodes, it's super simple. So sometimes when you see your favorite guy and he's like, damn, yes, he's leading the rally, he's up in front. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, stage end, fuel stop, somewhere in the middle, somewhere towards the end, all of a sudden they fall off the pace and you're like, whoa, what happened? Oh man, 6th, really? 8th, really? 10th? Oh, damn it. But he was doing so good. Well, actually, truth be told, some of that is actually done on purpose. And let's look at it this way. So you have no idea where you're going. All you have is a road book. And now if you're the one opening the stage, that is the most difficult part, because now you have no tracks to follow. You have nothing. You have no references. You have to be a really good navigator to not lose a ton of time. And it's not that you're riding slow. It's that the guys behind you have tracks to follow. And so the second guy, well, he's counting on you. The third guy is counting on you and the guy behind you. The fourth guy is counting on the 3 of you. The fifth guy is counting on the 4 of you. The sixth guy, and so on and so on. So yeah, maybe the first 2 guys got it wrong, but the third guy got it right. Maybe the first 3 guys got it wrong, but the next 6 guys got it right. And so now all of a sudden the tricky notes may not be as tricky. The areas, like if you see a sand dune, if you see tracks further up ahead and you can start shortcutting it a little bit, you can start picking up on dust, you can start doing, there's a lot of little things that happen by not being the first one out on the road and giving you an advantage. So why the swing set and what is going on? Well, we're running down the stages and now it's time to really implement that, because you want to set yourself up to not lose any time, not lose any of the positions now where you're at, and also put yourself in the best possible position to make up some time. So this is what makes it a little bit difficult, right? You have to judge it just right. You have to get the timing right. You got to figure it out. You want to make sure you're right in that sweet spot. Too far back, can't make up enough time. Too far forward, you end up opening a stage. So there's definitely some strategy. So in the end, what we're talking about is not always the fastest guy wins. You have to be calculating. You have to put some effort into the strategy of it and not just say, I'm going to pin it into the sunset, because you'll blow 2 corners and next thing you know, you're lost. And now you're 40 minutes down or 10 minutes down. And that is a hole that is very difficult to get yourself out of. So why is this getting important? Well, stage number 12, which will be tomorrow night or tomorrow for them, tomorrow morning for them, because right now they're on their way to the stage for today. Tomorrow's stage number 12, is only 101 miles of racing. And for those of you guys that have raced for a while or know about riding, 101-mile ride at pace for these guys, yeah, they're a little bit tired, but not a lot of action there. There's not a lot of room to breathe to make up time. There's not a lot of room to breathe to lose time. So it is very important on this last stage, which is 214 miles, to really kind of set yourself up for that last stage. So this is what makes this stage interesting is that second to last stage, you've got teams in position, you've got riders ready to go, and now it's like, okay, where do I need to be by the end of this stage? So there's more to think about than just the road book, if you want to set yourself up, So I think that this is going to be a very interesting stage. I said only 214 miles total that they will be competing, 311 miles of this, or let me rewind that back. 311 miles total stage length today, and it is a loop from Bisha to Bisha. And of those 311 miles, 214 and a half of those are actually race miles. So that's on your selective stage or special stage, however you want to put it. And then 96.1 of those miles is liaison. So that's commuting. So probably have a short commute in the morning, short commute in the afternoon to get them from the bivouac to the start, from the finish to the bivouac. So that's how that's going to shake down. For those of you listening in other countries, because, it's only the U.S. here in the in the imperial system, in miles. For those of you listening abroad, 501 kilometers total for today's stage. 346 of those will be the special and 155 kilometers of liaison. So let's get into yesterday's finishing order. I'm going to go over this super quick because I want to get to the starting order for today because I think that's where the money is at today. So let's take a look at this. Standings after 10 stages. Let's take a look at the standings for stage number 10. Waiting for the internet to get going. Okay, so here we go. So yesterday's finishing order. So this was the stage results. Toby Price finishing up top on the Red Bull Factory KTM Red Bull KTM Factory Racing bike, 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 32 seconds. Luciano Benavides, Husqvarna Factory Racing, 2 minutes and 9 seconds back. Adrian Van Beveren on the Monster Energy Yamaha Rally Team, 3 minutes and 35 seconds back. And then it is John Beretta Bort, fourth on the stage. Monster Energy Honda, 5 minutes and 21 seconds back with a 2-minute penalty. Luciano Santolino on the Sherco Factory bike, 5 minutes and 40 seconds back. Andrew Short on the Monster Energy Yamaha Rally Team, 6 minutes and 29 seconds back. And then Svitko on the seventh spot. Svitko coming in on that Slonov Rally Team, 6 minutes and 29 seconds back. And then Gimeza eighth, finishing on the Orlin team, 6 minutes and 44 seconds. And then you have Gonçalves on the Sherco Factory Team, 6 minutes and 49 seconds back. Mishek in the 10th spot, Orion Moto Racing Group, 7 minutes and 28 seconds back. And then 11th, Danilo Petrucci, 7 minutes and 53 seconds back. He is on that Tech 3 KTM Factory Racing bike. And then 12th, Mason Klein, BAS World KTM Racing, 7 minutes and 56 seconds. And then in 13th, Pablo Quintanilla, Monster Energy Honda, 8 minutes and 5 seconds with a 1 minute stage penalty. Then you have Mare on the Hero Motorsports Team Rally, 8 minutes and 9 seconds. And rounding out the top 15, Ricky Brabeck, Monster Energy Honda, 9 minutes and 42 seconds. So that is your top 15. Well, let's talk about Sam Sunderland. Sunderland on the Gas Factory Racing bike, 11 minutes and 18 seconds, sitting 17th back. Then let's see who else we got here. Nacho Cornejo, 24th on the stage. Monster Energy Honda, 14 minutes back. So if we remember correctly, it was Nacho leading the day out. Let's make sure that that is actually correct. Yes, so Nacho led out today, losing 14 minutes to the group. So difficult. And that's what I was just saying. You know, you don't want to be the first guy out because you end up with stuff like that. And it's very difficult. You could be riding your heart out, but the guys behind you have an advantage. Excuse me. So, all right. So let's take a look at the general standings. So after stage 10, what the rally looks like. And this is a big change because we've been seeing the Honda and KTM gas boys kind of leading and switching around. Well, not Honda, but gas and KTM for sure. You've got Monster Energy Yamaha Rally Teams, Adrian Van Beveren out front, 33 hours, 27 minutes, and 6 seconds back. Pablo Quintanilla on the Monster Energy Honda, 5 minutes and 15 seconds back with a 1 minute penalty. And then you have in third, Sam Sunderland on the Gas Factory bike, 5 minutes, 59 seconds, followed by Matthias Wagner, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing bike, 8 minutes and 24 seconds back. Fifth, you have John Beretta Bort, Monster Energy Honda, 8 minutes, 47 seconds back. Toby Price in the 6th spot. Here is the big gap. Toby Price, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing bike, 27 minutes, 43 seconds back, 6 minutes penalties. 7th, Andrew Short on the Monster Energy Yamaha Rally Team, 33 minutes, 57 seconds back. In 8th, Mason Klein on the BAS World KTM Racing bike, 37 minutes, 49 seconds back, followed in 9th by Ricky Brabeck, Monster Energy Honda, 38 minutes, 5 seconds back, and that is with 2 minute penalties. Nacho Cornejo in the 10th spot, Monster Energy Honda, 39 minutes flat back. And then in 11th, Luciano Santolino on the Sherco. He is 40 minutes and 3 seconds back with a 15-minute penalty. Svitko in the 12th spot on the Slonov Racing Team or Rally Team. 41 minutes and 50 seconds back with a 15-minute penalty. Luciano Benavides in the 13th spot. Husqvarna Factory Racing. He's 49.11 back. And then it is like Xavier de Sultre. That is on the HT Rally Raid Husqvarna Racing bike. 1 hour, 6 minutes, 4 seconds back. followed by Joaquim Rodriguez on the Hero Motorsports Team rally bike. That is 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 2 seconds back, also with a 15-minute penalty. So that is the tale of the general standings for the 2022 Dakar through Stage 10. Now let's see what these guys are up against for today. So I'm jumping around here. Let's go back to the live. Let's go that. Okay, so we know our starting order, right? Toby Price leading the group, Luciano Benavides 2, Beretta 3, Van Beveren 4, Santolino 5, Andrew Short 6, Svitko 7, Yemeza 8, Gonçalves 9, Pablo Quintanilla 10th, Micek 11th, Petrucci 12th, Mason Klein 13th, A. Mare, that is on the Hero Motorsports, so that's a 6th. Or excuse me, number 6. He's 14th off the line. Ricky Brayback, 15th off the line on the Monster Energy Honda. And that is your top 15 starting order in the next 15 minutes. That's right. We're just 15 minutes away from the start of stage number 10. And let's talk about today. So we already know the distances covered, 501 kilometers or 311 miles total for today. 346 kilometers of that are special or 214 miles. And then 155 kilometers with 96.1 miles of liaison. So let's jump over here. Let's take a look at what we have to talk about on the stage. Hopefully they gave us a stage preview. Let's fast forward here. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Bisha to Bisha. All right. What does today look like? Oh, I'm already seeing some changes. 42% of today's stage is going to be sand, followed by 31% of it on soil or dirt. And then we have 27% of it in dunes. So good mixture today. 31%, it looks like, based on the description I'm seeing here, they're going to start off in the dirt. They'll hit some sand, get some more dirt, hit some sand, dunes, dirt, dunes, dirt, sand, dirt, dunes. So definitely a good mixture throughout the stage. I would expect to see some of the guys that are good on the hard packed dirt and the rockier technical sections to be fast. But let's see if there is a stage here. So yeah, so we already know they're going to Bisha to Bisha. To today is just the loop. Let's check out the stage description and then we will get on with the show. Here we go. Nothing will be certain before the loop around Bisha, which has the potential to turn the race on its head. It will be the best technical challenge in the final part of the rally. The vehicles will spend about half of the stage on the dunes and of all shapes and sizes, including the softest ones that the desert has in store. It will be the last big fight. And agreed, very much so. This is the last big fight, 101 miles for tomorrow's stage number 12, the final stage of the Dakar, is not long. That is not a long way to make up time. So today's the day. I think that today is definitely going to be the day. We're going to see some movement. I think some guys are going to put themselves into positions where they can either defend or they may be able to set themselves up to just go all in on the last stage. So we will see, because there's nothing else we could do. We are on the other side of the world here in San Diego, and we're watching from afar. So I am looking forward to what this stage has to offer. Hope you guys are tuned in. Remember, download the Dakar Rally app if you guys want to check that out and get the standings. I have now officially checking that thing as soon as I wake up at 4:15 in the morning, just to see what is going on with the guys. So hoping for some more good news tomorrow. I hope you guys are staying tuned and checking everything out. And with that being said, we'll see ya. All right, that is a wrap for another episode of the Chasing Waypoints podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget to like and comment. We want to hear what you guys thought about today's show. Also, don't forget to follow us on the socials. Instagram, Chasing Waypoints _official. On Facebook under Chasing Waypoints, as well as YouTube. Be sure to catch the updates there. Any live streams or new videos. Hope you guys have a good week. Having a good day. Don't forget, tag us. We want to know where you guys are riding and what you guys are up to. #Chasing Waypoints.